Okay, so today we are looking at about a 15-minute full body foam roll with a little bit of stretching in there. So we're starting at the back of our body all the way down at the calves, getting into the soleus, the lower calf muscle. So I'm crossing one leg over the top of the other one that's on the roller and just bending my knees, getting into that calf muscle, working it out. After you feel like your lower calf muscle is loosened up, you've spent about 20 to 30 seconds on it. You can move the roller a little higher. You can also rotate your leg inward or outward to target the sides of the calf, really getting the whole calf muscle at the top. Your top calf muscle is your gastrocnemius. So starting with the soleus at the bottom and then getting into the gastrocnemius. And again, spending about 20 to 30 seconds on each area before moving on. Awesome. Okay, so now we're moving a little bit higher up into the back of the leg, the hamstrings. You won't get the deepest massage out of rolling your hamstring, but this will bring a little bit of fresh blood to the area. So it's good to give it a few passes on each side. Being careful not to roll over the connective tissue in the knee joint. Just targeting the belly of the muscle. Okay, moving even higher. So we're going to sit on the roller and then cross one leg over our knee and then tilt towards our crossed knee. Here we're rolling our glutes. So tilting towards the glute that you're rolling, moving up and down between the sacrum and the sit bone. This one can be kind of spicy, so take your time here, move slowly if you need to. You can kind of play with shifting side to side. (15 to 30 seconds each side. Really making sure you're tilted so you get the glute muscle, not so much into the sacrum. And I'm using my supporting hand behind the roller to kind of hold me up and then pushing through my standing leg to allow me to roll back and forth. Okay, so now we're going to get into a little bit of a static stretch. This is one of my favorite hip flexor stretches. So we're going to get our lowest part of our backs right above the tailbone, laying over the roller. We're going to extend one leg down, that's our stretching leg, and then pull the other knee towards our chest. So here I'm stretching my left hip flexor, just kind of letting gravity pull my leg towards the floor, extending through the front of my hip. Then moving into a glute stretch. So I'm crossing the leg over and guiding my other knee towards my chest to get into a nice deep glute stretch. This one's really good if you struggle with getting into a figure 4 without a little bit of elevation. This is essentially the same thing, figure 4, but with the assistance of the foam roller. Spending at least 15 seconds in each stretch. Then we'll go other leg, extending our other leg down. So now this is my right leg, getting into my right hip flexor, pulling the left knee towards me for a little bit of counterbalance. And then crossing the left ankle over the right knee to make my figure 4 glute stretch. If this extra elevation is a little bit too intense, you can always move the roller out from underneath your hips and take your figure 4 on the floor. Awesome. So now we're going to remove our roller and shift it a little higher so we can get into our back muscles. So we're going to be rolling right across the spine. Obviously, if you've had back surgery or have had hardware put in your spine, you might want to avoid this. But if your back is healthy and tolerant of rolling up and down on the roller, then this should feel pretty good. Starting with my low back and rolling up to my upper back, being careful not to roll over my neck. And then using the roller here for a little bit of traction to get into some spinal extension. So if you have a tight back, if it's hard for you to get into that spinal extension, this is a great moment to work that out, increase some flexibility there. This can help increase posture or help with good posture and increase flexibility in the spine. So now we're getting into the trap muscles. So I've put the roller all the way up right below the neck, and then I've tilted so that the roller is sitting between my neck and my shoulder, and I'm rolling up and down on my trap muscle. This one tends to feel really nice, especially if you have tight shoulders, tight neck muscles. So I'm really tilting, really turning my elbow down towards my knee and getting between the neck and the shoulder. About 20 to 30 seconds each side. Now we're going to turn our roller vertical. We're going to get on the roller so our spine is aligned with it. We want our tailbone right at the base of the roller and our heads to be laying at the top of the roller. Our feet are flat on the ground and our arms are spread in a T position, and we're kind of rolling side to side, gently getting into those muscles between the shoulder blades. After you shift side to side for a little bit, we'll bring the roller back center and take snow angels. So really reaching our hands in big semicircles up and down, trying to keep the backs of our hands as close to the floor as we can. That will depend on your own shoulder mobility. This is a really good chest stretch, shoulder stretch. If you struggle to reach over your head, this is a great one for you. Once you find some spots that might be a little sticky, might need a little more attention, you can pause there. So I've paused in a letter T position, a letter Y, and now a letter I, just getting those 3 positions extra stretched out. And now I'm tractioning my rhomboids, the muscles between my shoulder blades, on the roller by driving my elbows down, pushing my shoulders down, and then reaching over my head. This gives you a nice massage between the shoulder blades. Also a really good chest stretch, chest opener. We're going to traction for about 20 to 30 seconds. Then when you're ready, gently, carefully getting off the roller, however that best works for you. Try not to roll off out of control. Okay, so now we're targeting the front of the body, rolling over the quads. So I've made kind of like a forearm plank position. My thigh muscles are sitting right on top of the roller, and I'm pushing and pulling my body forward and backwards to get up and down the front of the thigh. Being careful not to roll over my knee, not to roll into the hip joint, just targeting the belly of our quadricep muscles. Again, if you find a sticky spot here, go ahead, take a moment there. Now we're getting into the inner thigh. So I've rotated my knee outwards. I've laid the inside of my thigh on the roller. I'm doing really small shifts up and down right above the knee. The spot can be pretty spicy, so if it feels good, great. If it doesn't, definitely skip it. Now I'm getting the other inner thigh, rotating my other leg out. Inside of the knee is on the roller. Really teeny tiny shifts up and down. Okay, last little spot. We're going to get into our lats. These can also be pretty intense, so again, feel free to skip it if this doesn't feel good. We're going to lay on our side and place the roller right below our armpit, being careful not to roll over our shoulder blade. Taking small shifts up and down. "20 to 30 seconds is plenty. Then we'll do the other side, 20 to 30 seconds. Yeah, that's our full body roll. This is great to do after exercise, before a big deep stretch. This is a great recovery tool. It brings extra blood into the muscles, can help move lactic acid through the body, move it out of sore muscles. So I would definitely recommend adding this to your recovery routine if you haven't already.